Be merciful and grant me thy sight, God. Bless me with such a gift. Nanak says, the shutters of my doubt have opened, and by Guru's grace I have realized the Lord. The true love is enshrined within me, and my mind is fixed in faith of the true Guru. Rag Tanasri, 4th Guru, Kar 1st, Chaupadas. The Creator of all is one, the only one. He is realized by true Guru's grace. O God, the saints and devotees who serve Thee, all their sins Thou annulest. O Lord, show grace to us and keep in company of those who are dear to Thee. Merits of God I have no power to express. We, the sinner, are sinking in water like stones. Be merciful, ferry us the stones across. The rust of the poisonous sins of many births sticks to us. By joining the holy company, it is cleared like the impurity of the gold, which is completely removed and eliminated by heating it in the fire. Thou utter the name of Lord God day and night, and by such utterance of the Lord Master's name, enshrine him in thy heart. The Lord Master's name is the perfect medicine in this world, and by uttering Lord's name, kill the ego. The Lord God is inaccessible, of unfathomable wisdom, illimitable, omnipotent, and infinite. O life of the world, show mercy unto thy slave and save the honor of thy servant Nanak. Tanasri, 4th Guru. The devotees of God meditate on God, and their suffering, doubt, and dread flee away. The Lord Himself makes them perform His service, and by Guru's teaching, light shines within them. He alone is truly anchorite who is imbued with the Lord's name. Hearing of the Lord God's discourse is pleasing to the mind, and through Guru's teaching, love of the Lord enshrines within. The Lord God is the caste of the devotees. Thou art the Lord, and I am thine puppet. O Lord Master, as is the understanding thou blessed us with, so are the words which we utter. Why are we tiny worms and minutest germs? Thou art our great grand Lord. Thy state and extent I cannot narrate. My Lord, how can I, the unfortunate one, unite with Thee? The Lord God, my Master, show mercy unto me, that I may be engaged in Thy service. My Lord, make Nanak the slave of Thy slaves, so that we ever utter the divine discourse. Tanasri, 4th Guru. The true Guru is the Lord's devotee and the true person who utters the Lord Master's holy word. Whosoever recites and hears the holy word is emancipated. We are ever a sacrifice unto him. O God's devotees, listen the Lord's praise with thy ears. If thou listen the sermon of the Lord Master, even for a moment and thrice, all thy sins and misdeeds shall be annulled. The greatest of the great are the persons who have found such a saint and holy man. We beg for the dust of their feet and cherish a longing for Thee, my Master. God's name and the Lord Master is the fruit-bearing tree. They who meditate on Him are satiated. By quaffing the Lord God's elixir, we are sated, and all our hunger and thirst have vanished. They who are blessed with high, very high destiny, they alone contemplate and reflect on God. Lord God, my Master, unite servant Nanak to their company and make him the slave of their slaves. Tanasri, 4th Guru. We are blind, ignorant, and attached to the poisonous sins. How can we walk in the Guru's footstep? May the peace-bestowing true Guru show his mercy and attach us to his sash. O Guru's disciples and friends, walk following the Guru's step. Whatever the Guru says, accept that as good. Unique is the Lord God's discourse. O saints, God's slaves and brothers, listen, all serve the Guru without delay. Tie up the service to the true Guru as thy viticum on to the God's way, and do not think of today or tomorrow. O saints of God, contemplate the God's name as the God's saints walk with God. They who meditate on the God become like God, and Lord meets them playfully and supportively. O God, the forest dweller, have mercy on me and arouse in me the yearning to contemplate the Lord God I long for. My Master, unite me, the slave Nanak, with the company of the holy persons and make me the dust of the feet of the holy. Tanasri, fourth Guru. God, God, the Lord God is the raindrops, and we sparrow hawks are wailing and bewailing for it. O Lord God, show thy grace and pour into our mouth thy name, drops even for a moment. Without God, I cannot live even for an instant. As without the drug the addict dies, so without the Lord I die. Thou, O Lord, art exceedingly deep ocean. I cannot find even a trace of thy limits. Thou, O Lord, art the remotest of the remote and most excellent of the excellent. Thy extent and state thou alone knowest. God's saints and slaves meditate on God and are imbued with the deep crimson color of the Guru. Great is the glory of the Lord God's devotee, and contemplating on the Master, he obtains sublime honor. God Himself is the Master and Himself the servant. He Himself creates the atmosphere for His service. Slave Nanak has come to thy shelter, O Lord, now preserve the honor of thine devotee. Tanasri, fourth Guru. O brother, tell me the state of pity appropriate for the dark age. How can I, the seeker of salvation, be emancipated? Lord God's meditation and name are the boat and raft. By meditating on the God, the swimmer swims across the world ocean. O Sire God, save thou the honor of the God slave. My Lord Master, make me utter thy name. I ask for thine devotional service alone. God slaves who recite the divine word, they are dear to God. The writ recorded by Chitragupt is cancelled, and the balance of account with the death courier is all settled. By joining the society of the holy person, the devotees of God contemplate the Lord Master in their mind. The piercing sun of desires has been assuaged, and cool and shining moon has arisen. Thou art, great Lord, absolutely inaccessible and unknowable. Thou thyself hast created the universe from thine own self. O Lord, take pity on servant Nanak and make him the slave of the slaves of thine slaves. Tanasri, fourth Guru, Kar, fifth Dupadas. The creator of all is one, the only one. He is realized by true Guru's grace. By enshrining the Lord, the enemy of ego, in thy heart, reflect and ponder on him and contemplate the name of the Lord, the fascinator of the minds. Lord is unperceivable, unapprehensible, and unreachable. The perfect Guru has manifested him. The pervading Lord is the philosopher's stone and sandalwood, whilst we are dry wood and iron. By associating with God and God's congregation, God has transformed us into gold and sandalwood. Though man may repeat by mouth the 9 grammars, the 6 Shastras, and 6 chapters of Vedas, but God is not pleased like this. Slave Nanak says, ever meditate thou on God in thy mind. It is like this state the Lord God is pleased.